Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Now, today isn't just an exciting day, you know, like all the other videos that I say in my intro. Today is a really big day. Pretty huge. This has been a long work in progress, and a lot of hours have been put into this, and it's a pretty big day. Today we are finally going to be talking about the reptile building. The thing I haven't talked too much about just because of the fact that I've just kind of been working on it. It really wasn't at a place until now, and even at this point, it just wasn't at a place where it was like, oh, this will make great video content. It was a lot of boring stuff that you have to put into the work before you get to start doing the cool stuff. I'm really excited to finally show this place off to you guys. It's been a long time coming. A lot of work went into that building, and just to get it to where it is right now. So I figured it's at a place where it's not completely embarrassing to show off. So, well, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna talk a little bit about the plans that are gonna go in there, because there's some very big plans that I'm really excited about. Hopefully we'll be getting to that soon, rather than it taking the entire year like it did for this one. But the best part is we won't have the squeaky chair in there, so you don't have to hear. So this intro's been kind of boring. Let's go check the place out, of course. We just gotta take a quick 5-minute drive. We're gonna be heading down into New Hampshire, actually. Funny enough, I'm kind of like right on the border, so anyway, it's just, let's get going. Alrighty, so we are just gonna be heading out now. My God, it's hot in here. I gotta switch to the kit lens because I'm gonna use it as like a vlogging thing, so the quality isn't gonna be as good as it usually is. But I hope you still enjoy the lush New England scenery B-roll we're gonna do for this montage. Enjoy. Oh, let me turn the AC down. I don't want you guys. Well, actually, I'll just turn the car off. We're here now, and yeah, let's check the place out. Okay, oh wow, it echoes in here. Give me a second. Okay, and here we are. I know. It just looks incredible. Alright, so I know it doesn't look the greatest. I guess lighting also could use an upgrade as well, but it really goes to the point. I honestly, I did not worry that much on the aesthetic part of the building. Really was focusing on the fundamentals, what was a necessity that I needed to have for this, etc., etc. So while this building doesn't look, incredible, a lot of work has gone into this. Let's run down the last thing, or really everything we've done for this building. I wonder how bad the echo is with this. All right, going down the list. This place is pretty old. It was originally a barn that was then transformed into or refurbished into a garage with a house. That house was then knocked down, and the land in this building was up for grabs. So with that, then now we have, this concrete floor. We have a garage door that is a real pain in the ass that I want to get rid of, especially we got these like fucking beams and shit. So following that, we got this building. This didn't exist. So we made these walls, 2-door system. We drywalled the entire place, painted it. The drywall was such a pain in the ass, dude. I swear to God, that was such a pain in the ass. Some of you guys are familiar with the upstairs part. That didn't exist. Well, it kind of existed when it was a barn. It was the hay shaft. Actually, it's funny, you can see in the front of the building, you can see where they walled off, where the hay, where you shoveled, you put the hay in there and you throw it. Anyway, so that didn't exist. So then we added stairs, redid the entire flooring and reinforced it with larger boards, added a venting system up there. And then coming back down here, of course, we have the irrigation system. I need water for this building, and so we Added a water line in there. We got a drain over there, 2 hose system over there. We have a, can you guys see it? Yeah, you get the barrel right there. That's gonna be a water reserve for the winter time, because obviously in New England it gets cold. And I don't want to come in here one day and then my water's frozen. So we have that just in case for the winters, and of course the vents up there for the summers. What else did I add? We've got that heater over there. We've got that heater over there is hardwired in for the winters. We redid a lot of the electrics, so I have that outlet, 2 breakers up here, or down here, 1 up there. There's like 4 back there. We have some extension cords, there's some over there, some over there. A lot of breakers. I really did not want to come into this and having to do what I do in my house, which is have, I think, 12 different 6-way outlets. So I added as many plugins as I physically could to avoid that. Of course, up there we have like so many. I honestly, I think there's like 64 individual, so they're like all 4 outlets. So we have like 64 of little outlets that I can plug in, which is a huge lifesaver, I'll be honest. And I think that, obviously, I guess, you know, I've never actually filmed down here before. I didn't take really barely any pictures. I'll try to find some. I mean, they're from a long time ago. I didn't take any like before and after, you know, complete transformation. Honestly, don't look much different. Just a bunch of shit was added in here. But I think that is everything that we've done. You're probably wondering what this fucking thing is. This was a very, obviously me being the grow tent guru. That's fucking dumb. I don't know. I'm obsessed with grow tents. It was really cold in here, so before we got the heaters in, I thought maybe I could use this as like the reptile room space, as a temporary space to work in, and we could have some heaters plugged in through there, and that it would keep just this, you know, the 16 by whatever foot area warm enough so I wouldn't really have to worry about it in the winter. That was not the case, and it cost me a lot of money trying to heat that up. So we scratched that idea. It's still up here because it's a real pain in the ass to take. I mean, look, this thing is fucking gigantic. I don't want to take it down. When I need the space, it'll come down. Until then, I'm not spending the 4 to 5 hours it's gonna take me to disassemble this monstrosity. And yeah, I think that just about covers it. I think the only other thing, of course, we got, you guys, yeah, we got that. We got put a security system up. We got a wire. We got a bunch of cameras around the place and floodlights, things like that. I think that is everything that I've added here. So this was pretty much phase 1 of the plans. This was making sure that I have everything that I fundamentally would need, so I wouldn't have to make constant trips back and forth trying to make sure that everything's here. So we have everything that we're gonna need: heat, a way to cool the place, water, we're good to go. There's no needing of me moving animals back and forth, which is what I was doing for a bit, but the basics are here. So now we get to move into phase 2. Phase 2 is gonna be the fun part, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we've been using those grow tents for a bit for the larger lizards, the tegus, monitor, things like that. That is not going to be the case when phase 2 is going to be, what's the word? When we do it, I guess. My God, the lighting is so, I'm so sorry about the lighting. I probably won't put more lights in, but I still apologize. So the 2 biggest things I'm wanting to be doing, and the 2 that are probably gonna be first on the list, is number 1, this hall space right here. I wanted to take a tip from, or I guess I'm taking a tip from the nerd style enclosures, how they do like these hallway setups. What I'm thinking about is extending this wall and having it go out, still leaving a hallway so I can get to the breakers and the plugins, and then kind of sectioning it off again right here so it goes, so the wall pretty much starts right there. It's a little 2 feet, 3 feet out so I can still get to those breakers, and then starting to separate it into pretty much large monitor enclosures. So I'm thinking anywhere like all the way down, I believe this is 12 feet deep, so it would probably end up being like 9 feet deep. No, wait, this is like, hang on, I'm gonna measure it real quick. all right, we got back with the measurements. It's like a little less than 15 feet deep. So pretty much it would be 15 feet deep, 4 to 5 feet wide. So you pretty much would just have these long hallways of enclosures that would then go all the way up, and then I'll start flooring it, or I guess ceilinging it over where the banisters are, and then pretty much we're gonna have up here is just some doors. So it's pretty much a door entry into a hallway that is holding monitor lizards. I thought that would be pretty cool. You know, you just open it up, and boom, you're in a monitor lizard cage. I think that's gonna be a super rad idea. Not completely sure on the fundamentals of how it's going to be put together, but that is the envisionment that I'm having for this space right here. And then other than that, when we have that, this will probably come out to about here-ish. Then of course we have this tent right here. Now this was actually originally going to be the, it's this video right here. It's a reptile room and a reptile room, which was this failed experiment that then turned into the experiment that we have upstairs for the tokay geckos. This was too tall. I didn't measure it all the way through. I guess I didn't think about the sizes in my brain. And so when I tried to make it upstairs, it hits the banister. So obviously those walls, actually, or the banisters come down to about 6 feet. And this is like 7 or 8 feet. Wait. No, never mind. This is like 6.5. It's literally, because I'm like 5'11", I think. So I don't know, it's probably 6.5 feet tall, and it didn't fit up there. So I decided to go a different route with this one. It's still assembled because I'm still processing, you know, trying to figure out how exactly I want to do this, but we have some big dreams for this tent right here. If you guys are, you know, fans of DBCU exotics, you know me from probably 2 things. That's the monitor lizards and the tokay geckos. Of course, we have that lovely high yellow quince monitor. I've really fallen in love with quince monitors ever since my first one. They are an incredible species. Not much, there really like isn't a lot of popularity with them. They're almost one of those like kind of unknown species, or ones that people don't really think about. And I really dig quince monitors, and I kind of wanted to try my luck into breeding them. So with that being said, this is going to be like, I guess you would call it like the communal quince monitor setup. Obviously, why is it, it's so blue now? I don't know why, the temperature keeps, I have it on auto focus and does all this stuff, so it'll transfer from like really warm and turn me yellow to really cold and turn me blue. It's good stuff. Obviously the 2 biggest things with quince monitors is the fact that really rarely anyone's breeding them in the States. I think I know of 1 person doing it, and that's the fact. So they're mostly coming in on import, and they're difficult to sex before 1 year old. So it's gonna be very difficult for me to actually find a, you know, male and female that I can pair together. And then of course there's other things that go into that. So my idea would be setting up this enclosure. So this right here is an 8 foot by 4 foot by like 6.5 foot tent. Hang on, I need to take a break. I'm stupid, and I went with a DSLR camera instead of a mirrorless, so this thing's heavy and my arm is getting tired. All right, I'm back. My arm hurts, but we're gonna power through on this. So this will be the tent where I can find a group of 3, maybe 4 quince monitors, potentially adding my high yellow male in there as well. I'm not too sure yet if I want to add him or not. We'll see what happens. But so I really want to just trick this thing out and make it like when you open it up, it's like this slice of jungle. So I'm thinking custom background on the back with probably 3, 4, maybe 5 pothos hanging pots with some spider plant pot trailing all the way down. I want to eventually put one of those koi pond systems, so those large black ponds. I want to get in there with a waterfall feature going down and just pretty much have a very large water basin where all the quince monitors can swim. And then of course just different branches and things hanging down, just a bunch of them to explore, hide in, swim around in. I want to make this like a little slice of quince monitor heaven. Although the quince monitor thing is a dream and it's definitely going to happen, the fact is with them, again, being pretty much farm raised or imported over here to the States, it's not quince monitor season, so this will have to wait till like pretty much late springish, I think, is when they usually start coming in again. So it's gonna be kick-ass. I am gonna put a shit ton of work in here making it the coolest looking quince monitor enclosure. But until then, I just gotta wait till spring. So yeah, I think that about covers everything. It's everything that I really want to talk about. Of course, these are gonna be the 2 biggest projects that we're gonna start out with. Eventually, I wanna transition everything into all my larger stuff is gonna be down here. And I wanna make that more of pretty much the rack room. So the upstairs part of the building is gonna be mainly rack systems of different ball pythons, things like that. Some of my breeding snakes that I'll leave up there. And then just all of the cool, large, crazy stuff will be down here. I think that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video, actually. My arm's tired. Obviously, the camera's probably shaking a bit. It's a heavy camera. Listen, I've been talking for like 20 minutes. It hurts. So I think we're gonna wrap it up today. What do you guys think? What do you think of the new building? I feel like it's not as good. Maybe I should have done more aesthetic stuff before filming, because people are gonna be like, Dakota, it's a fucking garage. But we spent a lot of time and money. But I think that's, yeah, let's, the outro time. Oh wait, before we wrap this up, of course, I'll do the tour of the upstairs. I actually never officially showed you guys the upstairs part, which was the first part that was actually completed. I'll do that next time. I don't know, 50 likes? I always do a like thing, but actually the last video that I said, hey, if it gets this many likes, I'll show you the tour of the upstairs part, and I think that was like 3 months ago, and it still doesn't have the likes. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of the like. I'll do it eventually, I guess. But alright, that's gonna wrap it up for today, guys. So if you liked the video, feel free to give us a thumbs up. If you want to see some more of my animals or my breeding products, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, DBCB Exotics. We're also on TikTok. Like some cool merch like this. This is just a chameleon shirt, but we do have designs like that one, and that one right there. They're pretty cool. You can check that out in the description down below, where we also have Patreon, patreon.com/DBCBExotics, where you get to see some cool content, like premium stuff, like this building, for instance. People already knew about this building and got a little bit of insider view before any of you guys, so you know, that's cool. A bunch of animals that come in, you get to see them first, you get dibs on the animals I produce, even a tier for a discount on my merch and my animals, so you get discounted cool shirts and discounted on geckos. That sounds like a good deal to me. All comes down to as low as $1 a month. That's my spiel. I'm out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow.